Hi, my name is Katie and this is Greg. We're here at Greg James Designs. Today we are going to be discussing what it takes to get a permit for a pole barn or post and frame building.
That's right. Well, that's a good thought. So, you're in the barn dough mindset. You want to maybe consider a few different types of buildings, and we've done videos on pole barns, we've done videos on post and frame buildings, which are the same thing basically, and then bolt-up metal buildings, weld-up metal buildings. I just want to give you a word of caution if you decide to go with a post and frame building or a pole barn building, if you have to pull a permit, okay? If you do not have to pull a permit, a pole barn or a post and frame building is a great option for several reasons, and we've listed out some reasons, but you know, if you want to leave your wood ceiling open, you want to leave the trusses open, it's a really beautiful look. It gives you that option. At this point, when we're filming this video, material cost across the board, steel, lumber, everything is way, way high. But in our experience in the last couple of 3 months, the post and frame buildings are still really the best value for your money. But we work with clients all over the country. Isn't that right, Katie?
Yeah.
So there's some things that I want you to be aware of. If you have to pull a building permit for your building, you need to be aware of this. You, first of all, before you decide, okay, we're going to do a pole barn or a post and frame structure, you need to get with your local building permit office, your city office, and say, this is what we want to do, what do we have to have? And be sure to get everything in writing. So get the actual permit printed out, if we're working with you, you can send that to us. We'll review that and tell you if there could be any potential challenges. And we'll say, well, what are the challenges? Well, this is the challenge with a post and frame building is engineering. Depending on what part of the world you're in, Texas, Oklahoma, no problem. I mean, we build a bazillion of these things through the Midwest and Kansas and Missouri. So most of the municipalities that issue permits on these type buildings have already a predetermined set of requirements for the building, no problem, okay? But some of our friends in the Southwest that we've dealt with in California and that sort of thing, in some parts of the country, they don't have a lot of experience with reviewing plans for these type of buildings, and so when this comes across their desk, they're like, what is this? You know, that's most of the time that's the problem. Also, I've noticed that in the IRC, the International Residential Code, as far as I can tell, there's no specific guidelines on how to review these type of building structures. So there's not a clear path for them to travel on as far as reviewing the plans, and that's kind of what we run into. So, pole barn is a great option. If you have to pull a permit, just be sure to do your due diligence first. Figure out what you're going to have. If engineering is required. See, this is the thing about engineering with a pole barn building. What you usually get when you call a pole barn manufacturer is they engineer the trusses, just the roof part, the structural roof part. So there'll be a drawing and an engineer's seal on that, and that'll be rated for the snow loads, seismic activity, and wind loads of your area. But many times they do not engineer the entire structure, okay? What they're going to do is sell you an engineered drawing of that truss, and then they're going to sell you the parts, the post, the lumber, the sheeting, the trim, all that package. So if you're purchasing your pole barn from a supplier, be sure to tell them, if you need it, I need a complete foundation plan and I need a complete structural plan for the entire building. And most of the time that's what's required. Okay, so that'll keep you go through your permit process smoothly. So my trusty sidekick Katie here, what do you think?
I think we pretty much wrapped it all up.
Well, so anyway, feel free to give us a call. That's all we do is barn dominiums all day long. Isn't that right, Katie?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, all righty. Thank you so much.